this strategy that we spent that much time to build is this idea that it's all about the customers. Discover, understand, serve is our wingman strategy. It's all about the customer. What we're really trying to do is discover that customer. We want to understand that customer, and then we want to serve that customer. We really love POD because it allows us to do this very rapidly, but it's the process of finding them and serving them is really what this discover, understand, serve is all about. What we were doing in the beginning was kind of shotgunning a lot of different ideas. And I think that was when you were just creating art and then making listing. And then when you asked me to do keywords, somewhere in that, something clicked. If you want to tell the story of riding your bike to work.
Yeah, so discover, understand, serve definitely is like a more elegant way to describe what we were doing.
And we were not calling it that in the beginning.
Yeah, when we just kind of stumbled upon this idea. Like Steven said, I was shotgunning a bunch of ideas at the very beginning of, trying to understand how I can make money online through print on demand. But it wasn't until, I didn't see some system or some like rhyme or reason to why people were buying products until I started thinking about the people actually buying these products. I was just like, okay, I need to make Amazon happy. I need to put shirts in places that Amazon is driving traffic or whatever. But once I stopped and thought about like, okay, these are actual people who are buying these shirts. They're going to wear them. How can I reach out to them? That's when, while riding my bike to work, I was like, okay, I need to be making shirts for, something that I would enjoy wearing. That was something that like I could process in my head. Selling online can almost feel like overwhelming because you're like, oh, there's so many places to put shirts, but it's hard for you to like narrow one of those down and really think about this person. So I was like, let me sell a shirt that I personally would wear. And as someone who was riding my bike to work every day because it was beautiful, sunny Florida, I made a shirt for the specific trail that I was riding in Florida, whatever, like 2 miles back and forth from work. And we had sales on it. And that was like the biggest aha moment where it was like, oh, like I didn't expect this really to work in that way. Like my idea was to make shirts for local people and then go out to like local events and stuff and tell them like, hey, I have shirts on Amazon that you can buy. Before I got to going to events and that whole thing, we actually had sales on it. And I was like, oh, this makes so much sense. Like if I think about those customers before I'm making the product, maybe they will search on Amazon. And so now we've kind of taken out that maybe, or just again, throwing out things with actually doing research with our 5-step test of how do I target these customers? How do I know what they're going to want to wear? And just that thought process has taken us a lot farther than just randomly throwing things up. And we've been able to apply it to other things. I know we're just talking about print on demand here, but we can actually apply even just this thought process to, PL or whatever things that you want to do online. Thinking about the customer first and understanding like what that means and how to systemize that is extremely powerful.